What is going on, guys? Welcome back to AFL Supercoach. And what a game we just had. Carlton taking down Collingwood. Now, I'm going to try and be as unbiased as possible, but holy shit, what a win. That is we thought we were the real deals against Port. This solidifies it, I think. No Walsh, no Mackay, no Chera for a half. That's three of our best, probably five players if you include Curnow and Cripps. As for Charlie Curnow, that kid is an absolute monster. Holy shit. To do what he just did, 6 goals against probably the best defender in the comp, in my opinion. I know he likes to play more intercept, Darcy Moore, but he had his number something shocking those last 2 times they played. And Curnow just, I don't know what, I think he was getting doubled and tripled early, and then Jack Martin and Motlop and Owies becoming a bit of a presence sort of made Collingwood have to be a bit more accountable for the others. So, yeah, I'm so happy. Fuck you, Collingwood, honestly. You fucking wankers. Maynard, you are actual dog shit. Straight up, I swear to God, this guy gets no contested ball. He's the biggest fake tough guy in the AFL. I actually hate him. He wants to run his mouth. Bro, the reason you're winning is not because of you. It's because of Nick Dacos, you fuckwit. So, just shut your mouth. Stop trying to be top shit. I swear to God, I saw him bitch the weakest contest he pulled out of last week. I don't know if anyone remembers it, and no one really talked about it, but I don't know why, but he absolutely pussied out of a contest. So fuck you, Maynard, and fuck you, Mason Cox. How are you having a cry on the bench? Not everyone else in Collingwood I actually like, but just those two, they do my head in. And Lipinski too, because he burnt me last year. He can fuck off. Darcy Cameron. Let's talk about Supercoach now. Darcy Cameron, this kid's a monster. This is exactly what we picked him for. Whenever a club makes a big decision like getting rid of Grundy, to put faith in DCAM, I think it's sort of speaks volumes to how much they rate him. So I don't mind jumping on a player that the club really backs like that. So look, Darcy Cameron, 12 touches, a goal as well. So he's very damaging up forward. But 31 hitouts, I assume a lot were to advantage. Piternet's not an easy beat either. I know you might think Pitternet is a bit of a no-name, but he's still a big body. So for Darcy Cameron to drop, basically 130 against a pretty solid ruck duo, De Koning and Pitternet. I don't think De Koning's the best ruckman. What did De Koning actually score? Yeah, I thought he was fucking shit. 26. Yeah, I barely saw him. Anyway, Darcy Cameron played unreal. Jeremy Howe, another one who just looked like the Coleman when he went forward. Makes you think, if Collingwood actually do have a good backline, which they kind of do without Howe, they may as well just chuck him forward, because he was seriously threatening. Josh Dacos was good. Tom Mitchell was pretty good at times. Fuck you, Maynard. DeGoey was alright. I feel like DeGoey was putting some time into Cripps at stoppages. I don't know if that was a legit thing, but that's what it seemed like to me. Dacos 82, so a bit down. I think there was a bit of attention put into him, and I saw a lot of people saying Dacos lock VC, but no, he was never a lock VC. He was always going to cop some heavy attention. We got George Hill in the team for a reason. I think even Sincotta was putting some time into him. We're not just going to let him run free. I think the good teams are going to put the clamps on him, especially as a midfielder. I feel like you can't really do a lot. It's one thing to tag a half backer, because that sort of sacrifices structure a bit, I think. But to tag a midfielder, it's not really that big a deal. So teams will do that. So I think Dacos is going to keep playing there. There was just times where he just got caught trying to be physical, trying to play inside. Yes, he got the ball. Yes, he had still the most touches on the ground, but he just wasn't anywhere near as damaging. So, yeah. 82, look, at this point, everyone's got him. It's just a matter of if you had him VC or not. And I did not, thank God. That's pretty much it for Collingwood relevance-wise. Mason Cox, you're actual shit. Seriously. How's he even having a little cry on the bench when he gets subbed off? That was the funniest thing. Tell everyone about that on your podcast, you fucking shit stain. Anyway, Nick Newman, another big game. I actually can't believe how good he's been since I talked down on him. You got to admit, he's actually been balling. So, yeah, happy with him. Obviously, don't own him in Supercoach and never will, but yeah, his current form is really good. He's probably one of our best players, like probably top 5 best players. Charlie Curnow, what can I say? The kid's an actual superstar, like dead set. Maybe he's the best player in the comp. I think it's between him and Nick Dacos at the moment. Like he's 13 goals ahead of the Coleman, obviously before Tex and all that play, but still you wouldn't expect them to get close. This kid is insane. Like I don't know, like he was always like kind of a prodigy coming in and stuff, but he was never expected to be this good, I don't think, and he's just gone on a new level. Like 6 goals against the best team in the comp, it's just ridiculous. Wiedering, I feel like Wiedering just comes up and takes big intercept marks at just random points of the game, and like, yeah, he's been seriously good the last few. Adam Chera is another one that I think I'll start next year. I don't think he gets any tag attention, so to me, Adam Chera and Dunkley might be locks. Maybe Clayton Oliver too, just because I don't think they'll ever get tagged. Like they sort of like Clary a bit different, but Chera and Dunkley really fly under the radar, and they're just contested. Like they're just bulls. Like they're clean. Chera was going off. Like he did this in, I think he subbed it just after half time, so he could have had like 150, 160 easily. And he was on 88 at half time, yeah. And he just looked so good. Like he was really rising to the occasion, and I'm so glad we got him. But yeah, next year, Supercoach wise, I think Chera's the man from Carlton that you want to pick. Patrick Cripps, 100. I feel like he went missing a fair bit, but he had 10 tackles, which is pretty crazy. So he played maybe a bit more defensive role. I don't know. I didn't watch him that closely, to be honest. Sam Doherty, 93, pretty solid score. His role's a bit more like that first few round role where he gets kind of caught in between backline and the midfield. He did do a crazy save. I think Collingwood was streaming forward in a point where the game was still going, and he like intercepted it off Dick Dacos or something, and yeah, it was huge. Sard, a bit quiet. There's not really too much relevant for Carlton. Obviously, no Sam Walsh. Hollands was really good after that. You know, pretty average contest on the wing with Maynard. And he sort of bitched that contest pretty hard, but he regained something shocking. So it was, yeah. I rage about him a fair bit because I feel like he does some dumb shit and gives goals away, but the kid is actually so good. Like, he's going to be a gun. Paddy Dow's pretty average, but yeah, this is not really Supercoach relevant anymore. So, I'll bring up my team. So, yeah, I only had the Nick Dacos and the Darcy Cameron play so far, and Sincotta. Won't be taking this score. And, yeah, hoping for big score this afternoon from Tim English. I've tossed and turned between English, Bont, and Stewart as a VC, but I think I've just got to go English. You know, his last 5 or 6 games have been insane. Actually reminds me to chuck the MNT on Winhager. Who plays first of all them? Matthew Johnson. No, I can't leave. I may as well just chuck him as a But yeah, English into Dunkley seems pretty free to me, but yeah, fingers crossed I don't jinx it. But that's it for the video, guys. Go the fucking Blues. Fuck you, Collingwood.